Shauna, we're going to turn our attention right now to a small business that's making some big headlines, Caribu Video Calling. Maxene Tuchman is Caribu Co-founder and CEO. She joins us now to talk about how this kind of video calling takes grandparents, even parents and kids to the next level. So welcome to the stream. Tell us what's different, especially for a grandparent and a grandchild interacting through your platform than, say, a Zoom or a Google Meet.
Yeah, so last March, I think adults realized that there's a ton of different ways for them to have video calls and recreate the video, the conference room experience, the back and forth between adults. But with children, a video call without content, without playing is extremely boring. You get about 3 questions with a 5-year-old before they run out the room and they're like, it's how is school? Have you eaten anything? Are you still fighting with Jackie? And the kid's like out. So what Caribu does is we have an in-app library, thousands of books in 10 different languages, games that you can play, turn-based memory games, puzzles, coloring sheets you can literally draw together in a video call, which allows you to not just have FaceTime, but to really have playtime.
I think that this is such a great idea. I have a young son, and I think that this is something he would absolutely love. He would get more FaceTime with his grandparents and his aunts and uncles who he doesn't get to see all the time. When you talk about going back to last March and people realizing that there's so many different ways to communicate with their loved ones, what has the pandemic done for your business?
It was truly incredible. I mean, I think, the first priority for families was to stay safe, but their number 2 priority was to stay sane. And so on March 14th, 2020, Caribu 10x'd across all metrics in 24 hours because we really were the only option out there for young kids to have better, engaging, entertaining, and educational video calls with their family. We actually were named one of Apple's 15 best apps of 2020 because of how we helped families really stay connected in a much, much better way during the pandemic.
I've watched countless adults have difficulty sharing documents and different things, whether it be Zoom or Google Meets. There's greater opportunity with your device or platform than just kids, parents, and grandparents. And are you going to move in that direction?
We're really focused on the market that we have right now. We really created a category, and we've got an incredible group of families, hundreds of thousands of families across the globe, literally in over 200 countries and territories that are using Caribu. So we really want to focus on them. But yeah, I mean, the world is our oyster. If you think about language learning and tutoring, and like you said, even adults trying to get documents, kind of moderated in between in a real live video call, there's thankfully a lot of opportunity for where we're going.
And you have such an interesting background, too. I was reading about it. You were appointed by President Obama to serve as a senior policy advisor and White House fellow at the Treasury Department. Prior to that, you worked for Teach for America. How did those experiences, do you think, help shape you become a successful entrepreneur?
I mean, as an entrepreneur, you are just every day is a different business. You need a different skill set. You have to learn on the job. You have to kind of be an expert in all things. And my career has allowed me to really be a strong generalist. And I think as a founder, every day, no matter what problem gets thrown at me, I can either solve it myself. I can find the right person to help me solve it, or I can, kind of create something out of nothing. Which I think, a career like mine that's been in politics, on the public, in the public sector, in the private sector, through nonprofit, through all of the different ways that I've tried to build that skill set, has allowed me, I think, to roll with the punches.
Maxene, or as your friends call you, Max Tuchman, is the CEO and co-founder of Caribu. Thank you for joining us here, and we wish you all the best at Caribu Video Calling.